Welcome into 9 News at noon. I'm Erica Lopez. Thank you for joining us. We do start this noon with breaking news. Westminster police say they've arrested the suspect in a deadly hit and run that they believe was intentional. Late last night, Westminster police arrested August Alonzo Romero on a charge of first-degree murder with a deadly weapon. This crash happened Saturday night near the intersection of Alcott and Zuni, just east of Federal. Yvette Valanzuela identified the victim as her husband, Robby. Officers believe the two men got into an argument prior to the crash. Police are still looking for this truck as part of their investigation. They did say they have identified the truck's owner. It's a 2016 black Dodge Ram with a giant sticker on the black window. You can see it on the left-hand side there, with a Colorado license plate EEIA89. Now to Weld County. Colorado State Patrol tells us the body of a teen was found early Sunday morning after a possible fatal hit and run. The 19-year-old male from Thornton was found on County Road 87 near County Road 4. This is near the town of Rogan. CSP says they do not know which direction the man was walking when he was possibly hit by a car. We do not have any more information on the make or model of that vehicle. In the last hour, we've learned new details about an accident on 225 near Alameda that happened over the weekend. Aurora police tell us the driver of that car was 17 years old and he did not have a driver's license. Police also say excessive speed is suspected. They found both open and unopened alcohol containers in the car. The teens were heading north on the interstate near Alameda when they lost control, nearly rolling into oncoming traffic. 4 people were taken to the hospital. A 5th was released to their family at the scene. Right now, it's still unclear where the vehicle was stolen from and when exactly. Right now, we want to take a live look from Douglas County at this hour. Our Corey Rappenhagen is out there keeping an eye on the weather and continuing changes that we're going to see throughout the day. Keely Chalmers with us in studio right now. It's been a really gloomy day and things are changing. That wintry mix was beginning south of Parker.
Absolutely. We started the day off with a little bit of fog, then sunshine. That sunshine creating a little bit of instability. So we will see some convective activity as we head into the afternoon. Already starting to see some rain, snow out there in areas, a little bit of grapple as we talked about, which basically is when a snowflake, supercooled water droplets attached to a snowflake freeze and make really kind of like a frozen snowflake. But out there right now, we've got cloudy skies, 47 degrees out at the airport. Those winds out of the northeast, 8 miles per hour. Humidity out at the airport down to 63% after being up there in the 90s this morning. Current temperatures, we're looking mainly 40s and 50s across the plains, 30s and 40s up there in the high country. And your HD Doppler radar, boy, we're getting moisture, but really disorganized system, the remnants of that system that brought the intense weather in California, making its way to the east and really disorganized to the west of the metro area. We are getting moisture moving up from the south. As a result, a little bit of snow activity up there in the high country, and we're seeing some rain, thunderstorm activity up near Fort Collins. A little bit of a rain, snow, grapple mix in the Boulder area, and we will continue to see that activity move through Colorado from the west to the east across the plains. Your forecast for today: 47 cloudy skies, rain, even maybe some thunderstorms here in the metro area. We'll talk more about that and break down the timeline of the snow coming up in your full forecast just a bit.
Certainly an active weather day. Keely, thank you so much. In about 1 hour, the 3 people accused of throwing rocks at cars killing 1 woman are set to be arraigned in Jefferson County. Police say they threw landscaping rocks at least 7 passing vehicles last year. One of those rocks killed 20-year-old Alexa Bartell. They're facing several charges, including first-degree murder and multiple counts of attempted murder. Their arraignment is set for 1 o'clock this afternoon. Then the 3 teens are set to be tried separately. Today, 1 person is in the hospital after a crash late last night. It happened near West 44th and Pecos, west of I-25. Denver police tell us a driver crashed into several parked cars. The reason still is not clear. In Aurora, police are looking for a driver who hit a kid after she stepped off of an RTD bus. This all happened Friday at the corner of Uravan and Louisiana. The 6-year-old got off the bus with her aunt, walked into the road, and was hit by a pickup truck. She is expected to be okay. The driver of the truck, though, did not stop. Police believe it had blacked out windows. Those who live in the area say that the crash there is not a surprise. They say cars speed through that area all the time.
Yeah, fast cars and fast vehicles and stuff is not uncommon in this area. It doesn't surprise me. I don't know that I've ever seen anything kind of come that close, but it's not surprising because you just never know.
If you know anything about the driver of that pickup truck, you are asked to call Metro Denver Crime Stoppers or just call 911. 2 young kids from Longmont are back with their mom after she survived a shooting. The last time they saw their mom, Nikki, they were ducked down in the backseat of her car, dodging bullets. An affidavit says the kid's father, Brandon Allen, was the shooter. Police say it was the 7-year-old boy who yelled to the neighbor to call for help. Allen ended up calling 911 on himself, admitting that he fired the gun. Nikki is recovering from 2 gunshot wounds to her neck and thigh. The family has a long road to healing.
I think that's what's important, is trying to keep everything as normal, even though it's not normal, as possible. No matter what, we will get through it and life will go on, no matter what.
Allen is in the Boulder County Jail facing charges for attempted murder and child abuse, among other charges. Lakewood police are trying to figure out what led to a car crashing into a building. Police tell us around 9:15 last night, they got a call that a car crashed into Famous Fade's barber shop. This is right off of Sheridan and Louisiana, across from the King Soopers. Now, we don't know what led up to the wreck. Pretty crazy scene here. West Metro Fire tells us the impact caused significant damage to the building. Crews pulled the car out, then built supports to keep the building from falling down. The driver had minor injuries and went to the hospital to get checked out. As of right now, that driver has not been charged. It's time to get that dirt and debris off of the streets. Street sweeping officially starts tomorrow in Denver. So now is the time to check when it's your block's turn. 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon tells us how we can avoid getting a ticket.
The easiest way to avoid getting a ticket is just to walk outside and take a look at these red and white signs. Street sweeping happens citywide, so find out when your day is and remember to move your car. If you forget to move your car for street sweeping, that's a $50 ticket. 3 strikes and you get a boot. Last year, the city gave out 152,000 street sweeping citations. The Denver Department of Transportation and Infrastructure says the reason they sweep is to keep the city clean. Last year, they collected enough dirt from the streets to fill 15 Olympic-sized swimming pools. The sweeps help keep all that dirt out of the air and water.
You can imagine what our city would look like if we didn't sweep. Just take a look in the curbs and the gutters, especially as you think about when we get to fall and there's a lot of leaves falling. That's a lot of dirt and debris that could be washed into our storm sewer system and end up in the Platte.
If you need help remembering when your monthly street sweeping is, there is a tool online for that. Just go to denvergov.org to sign up. In Denver, Courtney Yoon, 9 News.
Crews are removing debris left behind by that fatal bridge collapse in Baltimore. And Alec Murdaugh was again sentenced in federal court for his financial crimes, which included stealing millions from clients over the years.